Hey guys, this is Kysen here, and today I'm going to show you how you can generate 46,000 RF per tick passively and set up all of these miners to get you a ton of different resources that you can't get any other way in this pack. Okay guys, so lots to be getting on with today, and you'll notice behind me I have done a little bit of a difference here. We've now changed this platform to make it all brick and leaves to match what we're doing up there, and I think that looks a lot better than before. Also changed those stairs, they're now dark oak stairs. I think they just looked a little bit better like that. So yeah, there they are. I think that looks a little bit better than the quartz. We've got a couple of areas here which we're going to use in today's episode as well. So if you like this kind of design, let me know what you think of that. If you have any suggestions as well, then I'd love to hear them. But for now, what we want to do is we want to get on with building some stuff. And we're going to start here with the Petrified Generator, and that's going to be how we're going to generate our power. So we need diamond, gold gears, plastic, a furnace, and a frame. So not too bad at all. So let's do that right now. There's our diamond, our gold gears. We're going to need 2 of those, if I can spell this correctly. What else do we need? We need some plastic. I think it was 4 of those, and then just a furnace and a frame. So these are pretty useful way of generating power in this game, and really, you know, something you can do from early on in the game as well. Just a furnace, wasn't it, that we need? There we go. So let's get one of those made up. There we go, and of course let's EMC that, so I didn't forget this time. And we want to get a load of this stuff as well, Eternalist fuel, and I'll grab some of the blocks out as well. I'm not 100% if the blocks will work or not for this though. Oh, the only other thing we need, I'm not sure if I've got one of these yet or not. Let's search node. No, okay, we don't. So if I go to node here, we need one of these things. So we need an anvil and a transfer node. Okay, so some stone, redstone, transfer pipes. I'm not sure if I have any of this stuff actually. Let me see, transfer pipe. No, okay. Well, let's get that made up right now then. So what do we need? We need a little bit of redstone. There we go. We're going to need some stone slabs, which actually I do have some of those, just stored in here. We're going to need an anvil, so we need a lot of iron for that. Let's grab that out right now. Where are we here? So we're going to need a load of iron. And let's actually get to making that anvil straight away. I actually think I haven't yet EMC'd the iron blocks, so let's do that now a second. And then make up our anvil, because it's always good to EMC stuff. I'm learning. Okay, so we need the anvil. What else did we need? A bit of a chest, redstone, and transfer pipes need a bit of glass. So let's do that now. Get that stuff out and about. Glass, there we go. And chest. Okay. So let's see. Can we make up everything that we need? What are we missing here? Just transfer pipes, which we can make up. They're EMCable, so that's great. And let's actually do that now before I forget. And the other thing is, let's see. We need to now make up one of these. Again, that's EMCable, so let's do that. And finally, we're ready to make up one of these. And is that also EMCable? It is indeed. Okay. So again, we'll put that in there. Alright, so now we have everything that we need. So let's go and crack on with this. And this is what this little area on the right hand side here is going to be for. So put our petrified fuel gen just in there. Just gets its own little area because it's kind of special. If we shift click there and then place on top of that, let's see here, we're going to need... Oh, I didn't get one out. We're going to need an EMC link. EMC, there we go. And let's place that on top. Now, in here is where I wanted to place this stuff. Oh, I can place that stuff. Alright, that's awesome. So with that in there, you'll see this here. Oh, it should be working. Always active. And maybe I have to place one in there for it to kind of start. I think that might now work, but it also might need to be configured further. But you see here, we're producing 46,000 RF per tick, so it's that simple. Once you just pipe the Eternalist fuel blocks into your Petrified fuel generator, that's the RF per tick that you're generating, which, you know, it's pretty awesome. So that's pretty much all that we need to do for that. But this power, obviously being here, is all very well, but we actually want to get it out of here as well. So the next thing that we're going to need, and I think I may have this, is, yeah, flux controller. So let's place down our flux controller next to it there. That'll be fine. So we want to now create a new network. Kysen's network, we can call it. That's fine. And then the color of that network, for now, let's just make it a nice yellow color. That's great. So let's create that network. Now, if we go to, let's see here, that one there is now, so now it's on, and only I can use it, but obviously that matters more on servers than what it will matter here. So configure wireless charging. Well, on home, let's see, wireless enabled. Make sure that's all on. So you want to do this, guys. So you got the wireless capabilities then as well. Now the network here, Kysen's network, that's all fine. Allowed players is also fine. And I think we're just about done. I think that's all ready to go. It's all good. So if we look at this here, yeah. Okay, I think that's all good. Now, let's have a look at this. This is now no longer producing. So for some reason, I wonder if I could just do this with a hopper. Maybe that's just an easier way to go. I thought that these things would work, these transfer modes. But maybe I did something wrong with them or something. I'm not sure. But let's see, grab all that out for a second, see if I can get this doing, or working with just a hopper. Because that might work just as well. So now if I place that in there, like that, there we go. Let's see, is that gonna, yeah, so that'll now work. And basically, just, that's automated. So we're gonna produce that much per tick without us having to do anything, which, yeah, is pretty decent, to be honest. So the only other thing we wanna do here now is if I search in here, we want a flux plug. Flux plug, one of these. And we'll place that just on top of here. Like that. So the network that is going to be on is obviously the Kysen network, like that. There we go. So that's going to transmit to this in a second. And what this is going to be is essentially we're going to do a bit of mining today using environmental tech. So if I go to Void Ore Miner, that's what we're going to get into. One of these tier 1s, environmental tech, tier 1, Void Ore Miner controller. So there's a little bit of crafting to be done here. So let's get into doing that now. One thing I will do actually is, do I have marble? I do not. I must have forgot to EMC that. Well, in that case, let me come up here, because what I really want to do is just EMC this table. There we go. Because it's quite useful to have. So let's come and bring that over here, and for now we'll just place that down like this. And we can get into building this thing. So first thing we're going to want is this. So a block of diamond, some blocks of litherite, and some interconnects. So that stuff is all pretty simple. I know I have all of that. So we'll start with the diamond. There we go. Bit of litherite next. If I can type that in, litherite, and some interconnects, which we only need 2 of those, don't we? So that's that bit taken care of, but now there's a little bit of building needed to be done here. We need a diode, so we need glass, iron, and redstone, which we actually have, so that's pretty cool. Add one of those in there, and let's make sure we EMC that. And the other thing that we're going to need is a lens, and I happen to know the recipe for a lens is simply like that. For a clear lens, which is fine, we don't need it to be any specific color. So that's all of that, and now we can make this up here, our Void Ore Miner controller tier 1. So that's good. However, we are going to need some other things, including an assembler, which I think we have. There we go, assembler. We're going to want some structure frames. Again, I believe I have those. So, well, we need a structure panel as well. So structure frame, structure panel, we'll grab all that out while we're in here. We're going to need a laser core. Now that I'm pretty certain I don't have. So let's have a look here, laser core. The recipe for that is as such. Now I believe I have connectors in here. And as I'm saying this, I'm just thinking, did I save our lens? I bet you I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay, that's good. Can't remember what I did and what I didn't nowadays. Alrighty, so we've got our laser core there, and we want to make that up. So let's do that in here. And again, let's EMC that. There we go. And I think we actually need 2 of these, so let's keep those out like that. Okay, that's pretty much all that we need. What we want to do now is if we go down here, this is going to be the platform when we build it. If we just place that down and we get our assembler and we left click, it'll tell us there in chat what we need. So there you go. 24 structure frames, 20 structure panels, laser 2 times laser core. Said I knew that we needed that, and the laser lens. So that's it, and we've got all of that on us. So what I can do now is I need to actually place this thing up in the air a little bit. Why is that? Do I have to pick it up with this? Is that a thing? For some reason that doesn't want to move now that I've placed it down. There we go. Okay, I don't know why that was doing that. That was really weird. It was bugging out. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. And place it up on the 4th. Like that. Because this has a little bit of stuff that goes underneath it. So now what I'll do is probably the easiest way is just fly up on top of here. Hold down right click. And this will get built for us. Like this. Wait until that's all in place. I believe that's now done. It still says assembled false. I'm not sure exactly why that is. What we do need to do, I know for sure, is come in here and get rid of that block right there. So that's now gone. We can place that one back. Oh, stuff underneath there. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Let's get ourselves back up on here, make sure that's now all filled in. And I think it might just take a little bit of time, and then it will say that it's done. So let's see. How is this looking? Still says false. Let me just have a little look underneath here to see what happened down here. Okay, not sure why this has happened. So obviously this wasn't meant to happen. What I'll do, if I do that, I can then vein mine that a little bit, and do that to vein mine this a little bit. Now what else was here? We've got some of these things. So trying to kind of fly and do this, but there we go. That should now work. If I place that one there, should be able to get rid of all of these. So I'm not sure why they're placed underneath, but it doesn't really matter. We've got rid of them all now. So let's fly back up here and see how this is looking. It says there, assembled false. And I'm not sure why it's saying that, because this should, in theory, be working. To me, I feel like it's missing a laser core, but we did have 2 on us. Let me just try this a second, see if this is actually what's wrong with it. Now, if I get the, where's my assembler gone? Back out. Maybe we did have 2 of them. But I don't know why it's saying false, because this is actually done. Alright, let me see if I can figure this out a sec, and then I'll bring you guys back in and tell you what went wrong. Okay guys, so I figured out what was going on with this whole thing. Basically, we have now powered it, which is a good start, and what I didn't realize is you actually need the plug to be connected to the fuel generator for it to work. It can't just go next to the controller, it has to actually be in there like that. So you see this here is working, 46,000 RF per tick, connects up to this network, and then down here it's connected up to our ore miner through the flux point. And essentially by having the crate here, just next to it, it will output right into there. So you see we're getting some iridium here. What else? We've got some draconium. Things we're getting here basically that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So that's awesome. That's now happening. Also, I was a couple lenses short, so there needed to be some lenses in there. And I didn't have those on me, which is why it wasn't assembling before. So that is the finished structure right there. But you'll notice I've made this platform bigger, and that's because we're going to make some more of these, because obviously the goal here is to start getting all of the things that we can't get without using these ore miners, or void miners I should really call them. So you see here I've kind of got the next one ready to go, and that is this thing here, a void resource miner. So that's a void ore miner, this is a void resource miner. You can see it's a very similar sort of recipe, but you need a bit of obsidian instead, and the rest of it is the same. So if we come down here, we can use one of these new platforms. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th. So that's going to be the center. Again, we'll place this 3, and then on the 4th one, that can go. Now I will, let's see, mine all of this stuff here, and that block underneath. So that's all good to go. And again, we can make this from up here, the stuff that we have on us. We'll get that going on until it says that it's assembled. So hopefully that's now done. Yep, looks to be. Yep, assembled equals true now. The only thing we're going to need is, of course, another flux point. So let me, grab one of those out. So the only thing with the gluttony charm is if you don't mean to eat and you accidentally right-click, it's you're still going to eat. You have no control over that. So let's place one of those on there, connect it up to our network, and this should be, powered and good to go. And what we'll do is grab ourselves a nice crate out of here as well. Go for the bigger one, because why not? And that can get stored up there as well. So things will start to come in here soon as well. But we're not done just yet. I'll let that just go about its business. But we're actually going to make another one of these as well. So if I go here, botanical, there we go. But it's just Botanic, the Botanic miner. So this is the next thing we're going to make. And this is going to get us all kinds of cool resources, which I'll come on to. But you'll see here, we're going to need a chorus flower in order to do this, which you can do using Botania, but we're going to need an alchemy catalyst. So a bit of things that we need to make up here. Living rock and gold, we have, not a problem. Now, brewing stand is going to require a blaze rod, which, let's see, do we have any blaze? No. Can we buy it is the next thing that I was wanting to check. It looks like we can't, so I guess we're going to need to see how we go about getting these things. Okay guys, so I have found a way to get blaze, but it's a little bit involved. So let's have a look. We're going to start with blaze powder and get our blaze rods in that way. So how we're going to do that is we're going to need an industrial centrifuge, and we need ender eye dust. Now, to get ender eye dust, we get a pulverizer with eye of ender, and we can make that. So that's not too bad. Let's see here, I believe I have made a pulverizer. There we go. Let's grab out a generator to power that. A little simple coal gen will do. A bit of coal to power it. And of course our eye of enders. There we go. So let's place it down here. Get that powered up. Place this one next door. That's starting to power up there. And I'll just make one for now, see if that's EMCable. So that's kind of going on its way. Now the other thing we're going to need is an industrial centrifuge. So let's have a look at that. If we go centrifuge, that one there. Alrighty, here we go. These circuits we have, refined iron. Has to be refined iron? Okay, let's see how we go about making that. An extractor and an advanced machine frame. Okay, none of that's too bad, I don't think. The only thing is this refined iron. How are we going to get our hands on that? That is the question. Now, I don't think I have any. I'll just double check. Nope. Can we buy some? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we did get this. Doesn't look like it is actually EMCable. Okay. In that case, let's just make up a ton of this, and then I'm sure we'll use it for something. So back to this refined iron. We can, let's see. Oh, we just have to smelt normal iron. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's grab some coal and just get on with doing that. And again, I'm not sure if this is EMCable. I will double check. But there we go. So a bit of coal, bit of iron. Get that going on. In the meantime, of course, this is being made up. And we can have a look at this stuff. Now, I know I have advanced circuits, an extractor. We need some tree taps, a basic machine, and an electronic circuit. So let's go to the circuits. Let's grab the two of those that I know I'm going to need, as well as the one of those that's coming up. Now, a tree tap. I know that's just wood. But exactly what is the recipe here? 5 planks. Okay, not too bad at all. So grab a load of those out. And in fact, let's grab, while we're here, while we're thinking about this, one of these out and place this down over here. Okay, so one of those there. Is this EMCable? Doesn't look like it is, actually. Okay, so we need another 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, where were we? Centrifugal, wasn't it? So that was to make this thing, right? So we're missing a basic machine casing. Do I have one of those saved up? No, I don't. How do I make one of those then? Well, iron plates is the answer. Not too bad, actually. So let's grab some of these and make these up here. Make one of those, EMC that for next time, and then get into making one of these. Boom. So now we're just missing everything else. So some advanced machine frames, or what was the other thing? Wait a minute, that was the frame or the casing. Okay, so we're going to need carbon plates, which we're going to need a compressor with raw carbon mesh, which needs raw carbon fiber, which needs pulverized coal. Alright, this, guys, is going to be a bit of a wormhole. I'm not going to put you through all that. Let me go away and get everything together, and then we'll come back when we're actually producing the blaze powder and blaze rods. Well, guys, that was a bit of a faff, I'll tell you that much, but look what we have here. We finally have our blaze powder, which is awesome. So let's EMC that straight away and grab a load of that out. So now that we have blaze powder, and I can put all this other stuff back. You see I've been just making a ton of stuff up here. I'll leave all those machines for now. So we have blaze powder, which is great. We need blaze rods, of course. So let's go back to the blaze rods. And you'll see here on the blaze rods, you can make a compactor and use blaze powder to get blaze rods. So let's have a look at that. Now, I don't know if I made one of these already. I did not. Okay, so let's make a compactor together, and then we'll be able to get our blaze rods, which is cool. So a bit of bronze, machine frame, piston, copper, coil. Okay, so a bit of bronze. There we go. Some coil, machine frame. This one here, I believe it was. And a piston and some copper gears, and that's it. Alright, that's not too bad. Not too bad. It's nice to finally be able to do this. I can tell you that much after all the stuff that I just went through to do that. If you end up doing this yourself, let me know how you go. My sympathy goes out to you. So we can put that one just down in there, I suppose, and chuck our blaze powder in there. And we are quite lucky in that this is a quick process. And hopefully, blaze rods are EMCable. In fact, I'm 99% sure that they are EMCable. So essentially, we only need to do this once. And a lot of packs that have Project E, that's kind of the way. You go through this whole process just to make one of these, but then you have unlimited. So of course, what we wanted, this whole thing was all for this, the alchemy catalyst, I should say. So to do that, we want a brewing stand. Well, we want a couple of brewing stands. So let's grab out some cobble, since I don't have any on me. There we go. And make ourselves up a bit of a brewing stand. You know what, this noise is now just annoying me, so let's just get rid of that, it'd be quicker. or not. Anyway, let's make up a brewing stand. Let's EMC the brewing stand. There we go. And actually, let's grab out 2 of those, like that. So we got those. We need some living rock, which will be... Did I put it in here? No, I think I know where it is, though. Let's grab ourselves some ender pearls. And let's go running off in that direction. Like that. And in our Botania room, we now have a crate with all things Botania. Oh, some animals came back. That's actually quite cool. So anyway, living rock. And we only need 4, which is good because we've got 5, a bit of gold, and a mana pearl. So to get a mana pearl, I'll show you guys here. Basically, an ender pearl in the mana pool. You might have guessed it, but just thought I'd show you regardless. So let's throw that in there. We have a mana pearl. Let's go back in here. Get rid of that. Learn the mana pearl for later on. And let's see. Are we ready to go? What are we missing? Oh, just gold. Okay, I can live with that. So there's the gold. Make up one of these, and we're good to go. Now what we have to do is, let's see, let's go get rid of this one, and say that one, and place that underneath. So there's our alchemical catalyst underneath there, and I'll get some grass in just a second. Let's just get out of here because it's getting a bit noisy with all these animals. So let's see, grass. There we go. Okay, so that was a very, very long process, and you know, a bit annoying and whatever. But it is now done. So we have that. Now, why was I so worried about doing that? Well, let's go to the shop a second. And what we're looking for here is chorus fruit. So we're going to buy one of those. You see our money is doing very well at the moment, so it's not a problem. We need to learn that recipe, so not too difficult. Incidentally, I did make up an empowerer off camera. The reason I did that is I made up, I'll just show you guys very quickly. So these are the levels of crate. I made the large storage crate, which needs this empowered stuff to make it for our mob farm, just because it was getting so busy over there. So coal in there, make this into the popped chorus fruit, which won't take too long, and then we'll EMC that as well. Not that we're really going to need it, but I just kind of want to do it with everything that I remember, just in case it is needed for something later on. So there we go, popped chorus fruit like that. So now back up this way, and let's eat some food as well. Oh. There we go. And let's go back to that mana pool that we just made. The one that has the alchemical chest underneath. Throw this in here. And there we go. We have a chorus flower. Haha. So let's now learn the chorus flower like that. And why did I want to do all of that? Well, for these resource miners, these ore miners, we're going to make the Botania one, the Botanic one. So if we go into the recipe here, I can show you guys the Botanic one requires chorus flower. So that's what all of that was for, guys. So yeah, definitely a bit of a thing, bit of a process there. But there we go, it's all done now. So let's see what we're going to want here. We're going to want a diode, one of those. We're going to need a lens. We want, what am I missing? Litherite, blocks, a bit of interconnect as well. And I think that's it. I think we're good. So let's go back over here and see if we can make this, and we can. Now we're also going to want, again, some more lenses, some more cores, the laser cores, some more structure panels and structure blocks, and of course our good old assembler. There we go. Now incidentally, this one over here, our resource miner, I can show you guys right now, look at all the cool stuff this has got us. We've got normal clay, as well as all different colours of terracotta, endstone, mycelium, grass, which I already had, but still, moss stone, sponge, ice, all this cool stuff, guys. This is why I wanted it, to get the resources going. It's awesome that we now have that. So, you know, although these things are a little bit involved, they're setting us up to basically have a ton of resources moving forward with the game to do essentially whatever we want from here on out. Alright, let's find the middle block here, which should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, looks good to me. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then place that on top of there. Again, we'll get rid of all of this, including the block directly below, and fly back up here and build this thing. So once again, once this is built, let's see, is that now in place? Yep, looks to be good. So we just want now a flux point, not a plug, a flux point. There we go. Place that up on top of here, connect it up with our network. So that's now going to get powered. Yes, okay. And we just want to crate as well. So if we get crate, There we go, medium storage crate. Put that down there, and that will now start putting things in there as we go. Now, if I look at the void on here, are we able to see what things we can... Okay, so these are the things we can get, I believe, out of this. So all different saplings and woods and flowers and foods, as you can see there. Just a whole load of things that we cannot currently get, basically. So it just makes sense to have that up and running. There we go, we've got some leaves already, so it is working, essentially. And that's the 3 of those now, all working, all getting us a load of resources that we can EMC as well with all this stuff. And we're pretty much good to go now going forwards. So, although it was a bit of a faff, I would say overall it's worth it. Now, one thing to finish the episode off. Let's put everything away that goes away. Some of this stuff obviously is not EMCable. You can see there we're getting close to 8 billion EMC stored up. You know, that's pretty good, but what I want to do is upgrade these things. So we've got these violet matter bonsais, and what I want to do is grab them because I have quite a few of them now. You see I had 2 down there, I've got 4 up here. 6 of these is a lot of EMC. And what we're going to do is try to go up to the next level now. So let's see, if we put all these back in, we go from 8 billion, look at that, we doubled it right there. So we're on violet. So if I show you here, actually let's go to matter, and it's probably the best way to show you when I get to the matter progressions. This is violet, the next stage is to go to blue, and there's a pretty big gap as there is between all of these, but I think we're about able to do this. So we need eternalist fuel with violet matter. Let's get ourselves, I hate not having ender pearls on me, let's get ourselves back down here, where we've got a crafting bench nearby, and let's get to this. So we want some eternalist fuel, and some violet matter. There we go, it read my mind. Now I've put them in the wrong way. 6 of those like that, and 3 like that will give us a bit of blue matter, which we can EMC. And we can grab out a couple of these. We can grab our, let's see, our violet matter relay and our violet matter collector. We can turn those into blue versions to upgrade them. And then we can learn them as well. Let's put that back. Put that back, learn that one as well. And actually, let's have a look here. So we want, let's see, 6 of these. 5, 6. And we need a load of those as well. Wow, okay, we got a load of those. So we actually only need to make up 2 of these things. But because they're EMCable, we'll just make up the 1. Put that back in for now and grab out 2 of those. 6 of those and an EMC link. And now, if we put these in here like this, you see we can make a blue matter power flower bonsai. Almost just over 1.1 million every single second. Let's learn that recipe like that and see how many of these we can make. 2 of these. So now, I'll just keep them here. They look kind of nice as like decorational things. If we open our EMC link and let it catch up to what's actually happening, you'll see here we're now producing over 2 million EMC every single second. And currently stored up as well, we have over 1 billion. So we're going to be alright for EMC, guys, for quite some time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That is the episode right there. A little bit of a fiddly episode. I will do my best when I'm editing this to try and just get you the hard facts of the episode, because there was a lot of time I had to spend with crafting things to get all of this set up. But we've got a good power setup now, a very good power setup, to be honest. It's automated. We have all of this EMC going on, which you guys know about, and now we have these resource miners of all different ones getting us a ton of resources to go forth with the pack. And that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with all of that. So hopefully this has helped you at home if you are doing something similar. And if it has, please do leave a like. And of course, if you want to see more of these episodes and more of what I'm doing, then please do subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. But for this episode, guys, that's it for now. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.